Josh Gilbert, 5th round of the British Championship at Landrake, 2nd overall. A good weekend, especially after sort of building back from that illness, which I'm sure isn't 100%. So take me through it, and yeah, I'm sure you're happy.
Yeah, good day. I'm happy to be back on the box. It was, yeah, it's been what, 2 rounds now, because at Blacksall we had a bit of an issue, which I was on course for 2nd overall there too, but yeah, it didn't quite happen. And then obviously Preston Docks, I literally got the all clear to ride I think twice before. So on like the Monday, I got the all clear from the doctors that well, it's gone. However, you miss the 4 or 5 weeks or however long I'd had off the bike. So yeah, we just showed up at Preston Docks and basically was just get off the sofa and go ride, which well, it was not nice at all, and I hope I don't have to do it again. For Jeffrey to like Hurlins to have to be able to do that like most years is
Like, it literally feels like every time he returns, he's start back from an injury, and it's always that Lommel or Arnhem or
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
yeah. So no, I was happy to get through Preston Docks with just like a 5th overall. That was all I had.
Yeah.
And then obviously coming into it is my local. So yeah, I have had some good results here, and I do tend to go quite well. But I wouldn't say it's always particularly been good for me here. So coming in, I was a bit like I've had 3 weeks under my belt from Preston Docks. I didn't really know how it was going to go, but 2 hole shots definitely helped. The first race, a hole shot nice and led for a few laps until Conrad had me. I never actually felt very comfortable in the first race. It was a bit of like not arm pump, but just didn't feel comfortable on the bike. So to come away with 2nd, then I was happy with. And then the 2nd race, first corner got a bit squirrely, but still managed to take the whole shot. But about 3 turns in, I left the door slightly open for Adam, and he took a chance and dived in there, which I'm still kicking myself about that now. Like, I think if that didn't happen, I think the race could have turned out a completely different situation, because once I was behind him for the first 3, 4, 5 laps, it was I was sort of trying to work out where if there was a chance where I could pass him, and I was really struggling to find like to create something or to think of something. And then Conrad then ended up catching me and getting past, and then with the waved yellows at the top of the hill, Conrad had just passed me, and then I switched back past him before the marshal point, and I actually was in front of him. But then as I got to the bottom of the hill with the waved yellows, I panicked a little bit and thought, even though I knew that I was fine, I just didn't want to be penalised for something silly like that. So I did end up letting Conrad back pass, but then for a couple laps after that, it kind of played on my mind a little bit, and then I wasn't fully focusing on the job in hand. And Conrad and Adam just managed to break away within those couple laps, and once you get a gap, especially for like me or Adam, like to claw that time back, it's hard. So yeah, once they sort of broke away, I settled in for 3rd, because I knew that would have got me second overall on the day. And to go from what I've had like illness wise and how Preston Docks went, to come away with a 2nd, I'm really happy.
Yeah, in the first race, you led some laps and you looked comfortable out there, and Conrad got past, but other than the first lap when he got past, I think he did something stupid, like a 2-minute lap time. Then after that, your lap times were really competitive, and he didn't just run away like he has done in the last round, so that must have been quite refreshing as well. Yeah. I know deep down you believe that you can do it, and you know you can do it, so now it's a little bit less demoralising just running that pace and sort of proving that, right, it's not just going to be a whitewash if he gets past. We can have some fight. Yeah,
like 23, we had some good battles, and I do think that I'm not quite back to that yet, but I feel like I can be. It's now starting to come together like the starts, and I'm a little bit gutted that the first race I didn't feel quite so comfortable as I did in the 2nd race, because I do think that I could have given it a bit more to Conrad in that first race, because to be honest, the first one I was just getting around and just trying to conserve like my arms a little bit, and just I wasn't comfortable. Whereas yeah, the 2nd race I was comfy, but then I had to deal with Adam, and then I had that bit of a mishap with the yellow flag, and it all just was a bit like and then like I say, he got away, and I just thought, you know what, with how the last 2-3 months have gone, I'm just going to bring it home for 2nd and be happy.
I'm sure you've run a lot of laps here as well, would have been quite local, but how many times have you ridden it when it's like this? Does it get often? Like, I feel like any time I've seen a video of Landrake, it's just like 8 ruts going down the hill?
Yeah, I don't think I ever have. I mean, they put so much water down, but it's been so hot, and then yesterday the wind was up also, and it's just a recipe for disaster for those guys. Like, you just can't keep the water on the track, which you can tell that they put so much on. But I think for how hot it's been, and I know that it got dusty at the end, but yeah, I think it was still all right. I actually did enjoy the track still, once I got comfy.
Yeah, I feel like today would have been the worst place to get a bad start. Like,
Yeah.
there's barely anyone make any moves. Like, if
Yeah.
someone started 8th, they might either finish 7th, 8th, or 9th. There wasn't much going. So, was it a relief? Did you know that coming here, like, or looking at the track and sort of deeming out it probably will play out with the weather? Were you thinking, oh, I need to get a good start just to make my life a million times easier?
Yeah, I knew that a start would be crucial here. I did know that already.
Kind of start from anywhere as well, can't
Yeah,
you?
you
Like,
can. The start's
outside,
quite
inside.
even, but yeah, I did know that you just got to get around that first turn, ideally in first. I know you got to do that most places, but definitely here.
Some more than others.
And yeah, but I knew my starts have been on point and dialed lately, so I actually was pretty confident about that, and I wasn't too concerned.
Yeah, and the last one for me, I think there's 3 rounds left. You're edging towards a win. I'm sure that's the main goal, is to get an overall win. So, if we finish the season he didn't, but still had rise like today, would you be happy, or is it sort of you really want to win just for yourself because you know you can?
Oh, of course I'd want to win. I want to win. I always want to win.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but Conrad's riding well at the minute.
Yeah.
So's Adam. But I mean, I'd say I like Duns. Duns is pretty much one of my favourite tracks. I'd even go to say that I'm more excited for there than I am here. The main reason why I'm happy about coming here is just because it's just down the road, and then there's a lot of people that come out and support. It's nice. But Duns, as for a track, I'm actually far more excited about that. Duns is very nearly in my top 3 of all-time tracks, so I'm really looking forward to that place. There's some random kiddie on a KTM coming over, I think, for those 2, but which will make it a little bit more difficult. But
I've heard of him. Random Dutch bloke,
yeah,
in the sand.
yeah, Heffrey Jolins or something, is it? Something like that.